Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to talk about one of the most often asked questions in both my Airbnb professional host Facebook group as well as my hotel investors group. I always get asked, how do you finance your first hotel deal? And the easy answer is SBA loans, local banks, and seller financing are the most often go-to sources for hotel financing. The hard part is that unfortunately a lot of banks right now are looking at your resume a lot more closely because of the looming recession, meaning that banks that may have lent to someone who's relatively inexperienced a few years ago before the pandemic may not be looking at those same applicants right now. Therefore, it's more and more crucial for you to partner with folks who already have hotel experience. Of course, there is a potential workaround, which is getting a hotel that is seller finance. This is always a great opportunity for folks who are looking to get into a small boutique hotel that is currently owned by a hotel investor that may be retiring soon. Maybe they are already 70 years old and their kids don't really want the hotel anymore, and they are not trying to 1031 exchange that hotel sales proceeds into another property. However, the caveat is that unfortunately a lot of these hotel sellers are once again looking at how experienced you are with hotel investing. They of course do not want the loan to come back to them if you fail at your hotel endeavor. So once again, even though they don't have really hard and fast requirements, they might still be looking at your hotel resume. I know a lot of people who think that owning a bunch of short-term rentals is going to be exactly the same thing as having hotel experience, and I'm here to tell you that it is not. In fact, a lot of large franchise hotel brands like Marriott and Hilton specifically require their hotel owner to have previous Marriott or Hilton hotels before they're willing to hand them a brand new franchise. If they don't have prior Marriott or Hilton experience, it doesn't matter if they already have another Wyndham hotel, another Choice hotel, they're going to require that person to have hotel management. In fact, a lot of insurance brokers and lenders are looking at specifically what kind of hotel experience you have. Is it franchise? Is it independent? How many keys it is before they're willing to consider whether or not to lend to you. We ran into this situation many times over for our first hotel until we were finally able to convince a seller to sell us their 48 key hotel with seller financing. And even in that instance, if it weren't for their nephew who happens to be a real estate attorney, convince his uncle that this was a great idea and this is a great way for them to sell the property for the price they want it to be sold for, we would not have been able to close that deal. So if you're looking at a hotel deal, you absolutely need to reach out to other hoteliers to take a look at this for you to make sure that this is absolutely a good deal. An SBA loan is a small business loan that the bank can give you to buy an existing hotel. The bad thing about this is that a lot of times they are going to require a lot more documents than just getting a hard money loan or getting seller financing. Now, the great part about this is that you're able to get up to 90% loan to value on the hotel loan. Another option is to go with a local bank who's already lending on hotels. In my hotel mastermind, we actually go over exactly how you find these local banks by analyzing hotel data in the surrounding area. We normally only go to banks that have already worked with a lot of other hotels, especially if we're buying independent hotels. If it's a franchise hotel such as Marriott or Hilton, a lot of traditional banks that may not traditionally finance hotels may take a look at it. But if you're looking at a mom and pop independent branded hotel, you absolutely need to go to a bank that's already financing other hotels in the area. For seller financing, this can be really tricky really fast. There's so many different things that you can be negotiating and looking out for, and a lot of folks do not understand the complexity of it. If you're going to go for seller financing, I highly recommend that you hire out this piece to either an experienced real estate attorney who knows exactly how to structure hotel deals, or you can schedule a quick consult with me. One source of financing I don't want you guys to use is hard money loans. Unless you know exactly what you're doing and exactly what your exit strategy is going to be, I highly recommend against it. I have consulted with a lot of other hoteliers, and whenever they bring a deal that is going to have a floating interest rate or interest rate that's going to reset in the next 12 or 24 months, I always always tell them to not do that deal. And the reason is because we have no idea where the interest rate is going to go up or down in the next few years. Now, a lot of experts think that the interest rate is going to go down soon in 2024, but nobody has a crystal ball. So if you are getting a floating interest rate or a rate that is going to reset in the near future, you're just asking for trouble. I also know other hoteliers who locked in a hard money loan that's only 12 months long, and after that they have to refinance. That's simply setting up yourself for a lot of stress, because guess what? A lot of local banks are going to require at least 1 to 2 years of operational financials before they're willing to consider whether they want to lend to you or not. So if you're only locking in about 1 year of financing, you're really just kicking the can down the road. So if you can't get amazing financing terms right now in this environment, you should not be buying this hotel. I also recommend against you guys just relying on the advice of your lender broker or your real estate broker, just because they are only going to get paid if you buy that hotel. They do not care if your loan becomes due in 12 months. They don't care if you're securing crappy terms. They just want to get their commission. I know a lot of you guys have asked the same questions about financing hotels, about finding hotel deals, about underwriting hotel deals, and etc. And that's why I put together a hotel bootcamp for you guys. Of course, there's a lot of information out there that are about short-term rentals, about multifamily investing, and some folks think that one can be substituted for another. But unfortunately, hotel investing is a very, very niche experience, and therefore you really need specialized training for it. If you guys need any help, please feel free to reach out to me at dlu@gmail.com. I'm happy to hop on a really quick call or jump on a paid consulting or send you the link to the hotel bootcamp. My email is once again diya@yu@gmail.com. This has been Dia Liu, your favorite hotelier. Hopefully you guys found this information helpful, and until the next video, I hope you have a great day.